All aboard, welcome aboard. This is Count Out the Game with Kelly Jack. I'm Kelly Jack, the gaming persona host for the Diaphid Rex channel. Thanks for coming along. Thanks to all the subscribers out there. I do appreciate you. Wish I could take an offer things, but I'm broke. Nothing personal, guys. I'm not one of those rich guys. Uh, I'm just doing this in between job applications. Anyway, we're doing a Max Chaos game today. It is the Devil's Towers reactionary map because for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And boy, let me tell you, this reaction of going to Max Chaos is going to be fun. I have a feeling. Anyway, let's get into it. I did off camera because I thought I'd hit the record button and then realized, hey, I'm talking to nothing. Put in the streets here for Malifield to try to encourage it to grow a little bit. And I do also want to see if I can throw a bridge. I can. So I'm going to bridge over that. Connect this up. Whoops. No, road. And do a road this way. All right. Again, we're trying to maximize that chaos. And that's the whole game here. Maximizing chaos. I do love running this little train, and down the road I'll have a better train to put on it. We're looking at it over and trying to figure out what to take and do and how to take and make things grow. One way to make things grow is to make certain we got the right kind of vehicles on the road. So this guy's empty anyway, so he's the fill and chill gas tanker. We're going to send him into the depot, to that nearest depot. In fact, I'm going to forget that for a moment. Let him get closer in up here where I can do him on the dispatch line to get him back to where he needs to go. He's got the right tankers, we just don't have the right engines. And I think we can get some better engines and a couple more tankers behind him, as we've seen. We're coming up on the period of time when soon I should get the SD40s. And SD40s are a great engine. Backbone of the American railroads for a long time during the 70s and 80s and early 90s. Some railroads, not all of them. Those SD40s were good. Of course, there's rail fans out there who tell me I'm full of you know what. But hey, I probably am. But I'm telling you how not to game, so. All right, we got him close enough to the spot where now if we tell him to go to the depot, he's going to try to find this depot. And there is a way for him to get there. It's just going to take him a minute to figure out the routing to get in there. And of course, we're going to need to take and do some signaling to let him get in there. Yes, I did save in the interim here, so we do have a recent save. Do that, guy. Maybe that'll help. Let's do one there too. I think that should give us enough protections to get him in. If not, we're going to have to take him in all the way in. And I might have to do that. Didn't want to take him all the way in. All right, let's close a bunch of these control bars for a moment. Fine, go ahead, continue on in. Get up here to where I know you will see the dispatch yard. Now it's just a question of whether he can make it into the yard or not. And I can see some of the problems are things like this, so we need to take and lay some signals so that just so we can get things in and out of the yards. Hopefully he'll get rolling over there here in a minute. I might have to check and make certain I didn't break the line somewhere here. Nope, the line's not broken. He's got a good line. Question is, why is he not seeing the line? Tell you what, let's just retire him. Pricey, but oh well. We got back the money, but still. So we're going to put a faster train on him, put this guy out on him, put those big tanks and see how many of those we can do. Now we've got 5 instead of 3. And that line that we just abandoned was the fill and chill gas tanker. Let's get him going. See what the issue is here. Oh, he can't make that turn. Ah, that's what was causing the issue. Okay. He couldn't make the turn. We need to straighten that. And then after he clears it, we can fix this. There we go. Too sharp a turn. That's what was goofing me up. All right, he's back on his line. He's going to come in and find his way to his line. Now, we do need to expand the yards a little bit. So we're going to take all the yards up to 5. That we can. 4 for the others. And start thinking about some of the other trains we need to take an upgrade. This guy's another one I'm going to need to upgrade. If we can keep upgrading vehicles and trains, that'll also grow our industry for us. Slowly, surely, terribly. Goofing around while I'm waiting for that train to empty out. I'm going to do a little bit of groundwork here just to smooth some stuff. I don't like the way that's just total sharp there. Yeah. Okay. And you know what? Let's go ahead and smooth that guy. Still have this big dip, which is something I may take out, may not. Dispatch lines are working fair. Get our thing. Catch him as he comes by. Hi there. Hey, why don't you go to the depot? Hopefully he sees a depot. I think with that fix I can get him back over to the depot now. Let's see if his dispatch is right. 1 turn down, another turn down. Hey, let's ride with him too. Ride with him into the depot. That's something I'm going to do as I ride along on the chaos. Choose some of the chaotic lines, have folks they can call out a line. Hey, there's this line, there's that line. Yeah, let's take a ride on it. Wish I could take you to the fancy kind where you're actually at a cab view or something. But, you know, this is an older game, older level game. And, you know, not everything's top of the line. Doesn't mean it ain't fun to play. And we're coming in towards the depot. Once we get this guy in, then we'll start kicking around and getting some of these smaller, older trains with bigger tanks, the whole 9 yards. This guy's going to be a complete sell. I can tell you that right now. All right, we're going to go into the depot and see who we got. So that's Race's Benzine's tanker. And yeah, he's Old Kahan's. Oh yeah, we've gone considerably further beyond him. let's just go ahead and sell him off, and then we'll put up a new train on him. He's a short run, so I can get away with this little 60 guy and put some of those on there. 41 for top speed. I don't think he ever really hits top speed, so it doesn't really matter. Find races Kahan. Benzines. There's races Benzines. Get him back out on the lines. This guy's a problem. Let's send him into the depot and upgrade him. And again, we're going to ride along as we head into the depot. He's going to take a different pathing in because he's got an access point off his line. Coming into the Cartage main, Cartage main depot dispatch. And once he's at dispatch, we can fix him up. Again, Kahan's little 18 tankers. Yeah, those are ancient news. Let's get rid of him. Again, same thing. Let's put 100 because he's got a longer run. So we'll get him a faster train. Get him the big tanker cars. And 68 should be good. Put him back out on his line, and he should be the Baron's Crude dedicated oiler. There we go. Looking at all these trains, trying to figure out what we got going on. As we look at all of our crazy, crazy trains. This guy, the Baron and Indy Crew one, got the right tanks on him pretty much, but he's got older tanks, but they're still big, so they're good. Once he unloads, let's send him to the depot and upgrade his engines. Again, take that ride along back over to main dispatch, see how he does. He's going to take that same path out of the yard, off the throat. Dispatch out will be different. We'll see how he dispatches back out into the line. This time we'll be just selling just the engines. So first thing we'll do is just decouple the engines off of him. He's running 45 tanks, which are these guys here. We do run 60s now, or 80s, and 45s. So yeah, I can upgrade to these 60s. The 45s have a max speed of 120, so I really don't care. I'm thinking we'll just append away. Go to put in front and see what engine we can put in front of him. 82, that's a good run. Launch away, back out on the lines. You'll be hauling more and going a little bit faster. Maybe. Definitely be hauling more, and that'll take and help our game out. Watching the Maximum Chaos, the spaghettis, the great bowl of spaghetti that is our game here in Devil's Tower. As we take and go for Maximum Chaos, is it time? We've got the space. We can do one more station. Matter of fact, we can do two more stations, I think, and get away with it before we have too big of a spread on the station for the knot. The knot would need to do something totally bizarre to get out of this. Oh, this would have to be totally bizarre. And where do we want to take this train to? These two trains to? Ooh, good questions. So we have 1, 2, an up, flat turn into here, which would be a good bridge spot, but the bridge would take him right into this. So yeah, that doesn't work. Or would it? If we did this and a bridge across, do our slope here down, lower these two. Lay the tracks down there. Put a 2 deep station is all we want right there. Again, this is the local. This isn't the big express high speed or down the road I might try to build a high speed rail. We'll see. All right, and where should we send this guy? Good questions. Good question. If we take him this way and then this guy can come this way, oh yes, that'll make it chaotic. So we're going to extend him a couple more rail. Turn him into a hard turn. He's going to do a lift up over both of those. Put the slope here. Bridge out like this so that we can do some funny stuff there down the road. Connect that. And I had said that there's a couple spots out here that I could take and actually get some things set up in. We've got a park that hadn't been being served. And then over to Newchester. And we'll just bring a rail station right here for Newchester. Matter of fact, we're just going to go ahead and start accepting the fact that this is going to be the high-speed run line. There we go. Clean that section of rail. Go ahead and speed up the line. Now, where do we want to dispatch him in at? You know what? Right here. That's a good spot. Just do a crossover there to take and get him on. Come on over here to the yard. We're just about done. We didn't get much done this time, other than some dispatching. But this is our first crazy little chaos. Maximizing, tying another string into the terrible loop that is the Gordian knot station. Or as in other games we call it the other. And we're going to high speed this guy. Yeah. So he's going to be able to run at 140 clicks. May not seem high speed to some folks, but you know what? For this system right now at this point in the game, that's high speed. Let's go ahead and get our station here and our endpoint station over here. Now tap those guys. Actually, let's go ahead and set him. He's going to go to 33%. He's much more pricier than the Abras. The Abras were so cheap to run. This guy, you know what? We're going to 50% him. 50% run. Okay, now I'm back to, I can set a course. And we're going to have him hold out here for a 20% load. Promote this. This is going to be, we need to come up with a name for the rock too. Hey. do that right now because that's what it's going to be. So we're going to call this the Broken Horn Park Station. And this will be the Broken Horn Blazer. Because he's going to go blazing along those tracks. Oops. Go back in, edit that line. I want him to go to the knot first. There we go. Don't want him taking a running deadhead very far. All right. Hey, this has been another episode 12 of the Devil's Towers. 1969 Max Chaos game. Here on How Not to Game with Callie Jack. I'm Callie Jack. Have a better day than I'm having, and it would be a great day because I'm in Max Chaos mode.